Hi, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Nicolette Halliday here with Inspired Hearts Publishing. Happy solstice to you. I'm going to take a minute and just make sure I am showing up in the right spot. Um, Everything looks good. Um, just 1 minute. Make sure people can see it. We are good and ready to go. If you're joining, please say hello. Happy solstice, wherever you are, whether you're enjoying the summer solstice and the longest days of light of the year or the winter solstice and the shortest. There is something so incredibly powerful about the energy of the solstice energy. And so excited to be debuting a very, very, very special project that has been on my heart and mind for quite some time. And it's the birth of this amazing book, Sacred Self Everyday Rituals for the Modern Woman. Today, I just want to welcome you to encourage you, to invite you to not only explore this book in the pursuit of advocating for yourself, sacred self, but really in all areas of your life, being open to creating the space so that you can connect deeply to your sacred self. So, this book, Sacred Self Everyday Rituals for the Modern Woman, is available for sale in digital for just 99 cents on Amazon. And really, the reason why we start with the digital launch, for those of you who aren't in publishing, who've never been a part of a project like this, is because it's easier to ask someone to say, hey, would you like to receive this great book for just 99 cents? And have a success in really triggering the categories in Amazon and reaching Amazon bestseller. Um, so that's why we start with the digital launch for anyone who's wondering. The paperback and hard copies, hardcover books are going to be available next week, and we're going to be sharing. Me and the co-authors of this book are going to be sharing for a long time to come the amazing opportunities inside of this book. So there'll be lots of opportunities to connect. If you're like me and you love to have a book in hand, then you're going to love this book. This book is a book that you are going to want to give to your girlfriends or sisters or coworkers. It's going to be a book that I think you'll end up finding practices that you connect so deeply to and continue to come back again and again and again. And that's always been the vision for this book. So it's so exciting to see it actually going live. I told the authors yesterday, we had several author calls, which is such an incredible part um, of leading and participating in a co-authored book is the community that's developed around it. And this one is absolutely special. um, and so we had some calls, and I told the ladies that this book, their work, our work, the message, the mission is so much bigger than a book launch. And so that is true across almost always. I just want you to know that like maybe having a big debut and a flashy first day is great, but it isn't really significant if it doesn't have the longevity. And so that's the vision I've had for this book. And so I'd love for you to join us today. If you purchase the copy on digital for just 99 cents on Amazon, I'll link it up in the comments below. If you purchase a copy, you leave me a review, read my chapter, read someone else's chapter. Um, and leave a meaningful review on Amazon. Send me a snapshot, and I will give you a free pass to the virtual Sacred Self retreat that is going to be coming up in July, and an opportunity to connect with the authors to see a lot of the practices in this book come to life, and really embody and in community. Create space for a sacred self. So I would encourage you to do that. It would mean the world to me and the other women who have contributed to this book. So the vision for this book has been on my heart for quite a long time, honestly. I thought it had been on my heart for a long time and I held it close. I was almost nervous. It was almost like, who am I to bring this into the world? So I was almost nervous to bring this out into the world. And so I held it really close. And then even when I opened it up, there was some like, oh yeah, I'm ready. And then, oh my gosh. And that's so, I want everyone to know, whether you consider yourself a creative entrepreneur, an artist, a writer, um, a, you're doing, meaningful work that is an extension of you somehow, that underestimating your power, that questioning your worth and your ability to be the conduit, the messenger, for things that are coming through is a really typical part of the process. I've worked with a lot of authors, a lot of creative entrepreneurs, and it's so common, for us to get insight, get guidance, get excited, and then have some doubt in the process. So my best wisdom for you is move through it, nurture yourself, find ways to ground yourself and move things through, because putting one foot in front of the other is actually the best way to overcome some of that doubt and self questioning that comes up. So, um, one of the really, really cool things about this book that I'm so excited about, well, first of all, it's Sacred Self, Everyday Rituals for the Modern Woman. So every chapter is literally a practice, something you can do, you can pick up, you can, work with, you get to actually embody. So this isn't necessarily a book that you're just reading other people's wisdom. This is a book where the authors are guiding you to your own wisdom and insights through these processes. So it's actually absolutely dynamic. Um, a lot of the chapters not only have the wisdom, the practice, all of the chapters also have some insight about the author's experience, how this has impacted them and their life, um, along with, um, most the chapters have a QR code where you can, oops, over here, a QR code where you can actually scan, and go and have a deepening part of that ritual. So whether it's a guided meditation or, an active video to walk you through the process, that is also included. So there's so many nuggets to this book. And I have to admit that, I've read everyone's chapter and in the process of putting this book together, but I haven't had a chance to actually get to like do the practices. And so I'm like just waiting, like I can't wait. I can't wait to open up a space and get to actually like sit and go through all the practices and all the wisdom that have been shared. It is going to be such a treat. So, wherever you're at on your spiritual journey or your sacred journey, back to yourself, back to trusting yourself, back to trusting your own inner guidance, back to putting yourself out there in more dynamic ways or showing up with more presence, wherever it is on your journey that you're at, you're going to find some nuggets of gold inside this book. So, I would absolutely love for you to, support us today in getting to be a bestseller on Amazon. Like I said, it's not the end all, but it's a great way to, debut this book, and a great first step for this book in the world and the journey that we're on. Hi, Heather. Amazing. Um, Heather Lindsay Brown is one of the authors. Her book, her ritual, Heather's joining, she's commented, her ritual is all about hydration and, really, infusing our bodies with, the nourishment of water. It's such a practical yet overlooked element. So the really cool thing about this book is, yes, it's spiritual. Yes, it will guide you back to yourself, but it's also, there's practices for your mind, body, soul, and let's see, mind, body, spirit, and emotions. There's parts of all of us that can be guided back to ourselves. And Yay, hi April, thank you so much for joining. I see the authors are rallying around, and that is so special. Thank you all for joining. Um, so buy the book. It's 99 cents USD for on Amazon. Literally, what's 99 cents anymore? So you're not only going to get, the copy, the digital copy with all the practices, but also the access to the QR codes, which is going to even deepen in the practice. So grab a copy, leave us a review, find one, scroll through the table of contents to get started, because this book isn't something necessarily that you're going to be able to read front to finish, and like in one sitting. I mean, yes, you can do that, but to really embody it, you need to like actually move through and participate in the practices. So find one that's calling to you. Look at the table of contents. Find just one that is, kind of like, oh, that looks curious. Go to it. Go through the whole process. Hey, Rachel. Hey. Thank you, ladies, for joining me. Go through it. Really embody it. Some of them are things that every ritual tells you about how long it's going to take. And then leave a meaningful review on Amazon. Send me a copy, and I will invite you to the virtual Sacred Self retreat for free, where the authors and I are coming together to bring these rituals, these practices alive, or to deepen in other parts of the work that we do. It's going to be a dynamic couple days, and so I know that you'll get so much out of it. Um, so that's all I have for today. Thank you for celebrating us in really having this vision. So, the idea for Sacred Self came to me, like I was saying, it's been on my heart for a long time. I kind of harbored it. I was like, oh my gosh, who am I? Da da da. And then when I put it out there, I started bringing in these amazing women who were ready to share, who saw the vision for women to, and men. This isn't just for women, even though it is women's in the title. Anyone can do these practices, men and women. I encourage everyone to connect to their sacred self. Um, so I'm collecting these women who are ready. They see the vision and the importance of creating sacred space for our own selves. And there's people out there who don't even know that it's possible for them to advocate for their sacred self. And that there is sometimes when we are lost, when we are in despair, when we are going through the motions of life and are finding no purpose, there is an opportunity to learn a new practice, a new ritual, connect with a mentor, to see things in a different way. And sometimes it just something will shift like that much, like sometimes it just requires this, and it opens up a whole new world for you. And me and the other authors have all experienced this dynamic of getting to getting to an end and having something shift for us. And that's always been the vision for me in really putting this book out to the world, in saying that there is a world of things that are yet to be discovered for you. And if you're feeling stuck, especially if you're feeling like, oh, like, is this all that there is to life? Then I know for a fact that this book is going to have the potential of opening up something for you. And so pick it up. There's magic in the words, there's magic in the practice. There's magic in you advocating for yourself and you saying, I know there's more and I'm going to believe in it and I'm going to see it through. There's magic in all of that. And so I just want to encourage you. I want to encourage you to be curious in this approach and join us in creating a sacred space for all of us. Um, what else did I want to say? So grab a copy. I want to thank the authors. You all have made this process such a nurturing and grounding experience for me. And every book I've been a part of, every book I've led, every book I've, contributed to or helped produce has a really special energy, and it's always comes at the right time when things need to be seen or heard or whatever it is. But this group of women have been so they've really elevated the idea of collaboration and of being present for the process and the creation. So I'm going to be sharing about each and every one of you today as I, share about this book and encourage people to buy. And it's so meaningful and heartfelt to me because, like I say in my bio, I am not here to do business as usual. I am here for sincerity and for meaningful connections, true, meaningful connections. And every one of you have represented what that can look like. And so I just want to say thank you. So, anyways, you're going to be seeing me sharing about this all day and for months to come. So, you'll probably get sick of it. You're going to get sick of me talking about sacred self. But um, if you do get sick of it, maybe that's a little nudge that there's something here for you. So thank you for celebrating us. Thank you for supporting us in the debut of this book and this mission. And I hope you all have an amazing solstice wherever you are in the world. I hope you take some time to honor this moment and the energies that are here for us to support us. Soak in some sun wherever, however much you have of it today, and have such an amazing day. I love you. I love you. I love you. And have a great day. Bye.